Yeah, Monday morning at Starbucks, and this morning I see this question. Really good question. It comes in response to this post that I made yesterday. When I was making that post, I asked myself the same question, without the laughing emoji, of course. But it's reasonable to ask if the newer translations all have Codex Sinaiticus and Codex Vaticanus as the best manuscripts, which they do, then am I better off just going back to the King James? Well, the King James has a couple of issues. One is the language that's used. Of course, those of us who grew up with the King James don't really have a problem with that. The other thing is some of the words in the King James have actually changed meaning over time, so we don't get the complete understanding when we read the words in the original King James. There happens to be a 21st century version of King James, and so I looked at that. And yes, in Mark 1:2 it says in the prophets, not in Isaiah the prophet. So great on that part. I went to one of the common difficulties in the original King James in 1 Thessalonians, where the word prevent is used to actually mean precede, one of the cases where the meaning of the word has changed over the centuries. And yes, the 21st century King James did change that word from prevent to precede, so I'm thinking, great, I will read the 21st century King James. Now, this is just me. To make a short story long, I read 2 chapters a day, a chapter in the morning and a chapter in the evening, and just go straight through the Bible. After each chapter, I read the comments on the chapter from the Enduring Word Commentary. In the morning, I like to listen to my chapters, so I have it read to me. I found this morning, when I had the 21st century King James read to me, the Old English and the somewhat poetic rhythm of it sort of sent my squirrel mind thinking of other things, and I would find I had completely missed something that was just read to me, and I kept having to go back. So I'm thinking that's not going to work. Bottom line, this is what I have decided for myself and what I believe. Find a version you like. One of the modern translations, just fine. Read it. That's the big thing. Read it. Read it. If you come to something you don't understand or seems a little off, you can go back to an older translation, see what that says. Check out commentary. See what people you trust say about that passage. In other words, just dig a little deeper if you have a problem. But most of the time you will not have a problem, because those issues are, 1, peripheral, and 2, not very common. Bottom line, just read the Bible. Read it.